Gala Games is about to go parabolic. I have done my due diligence by listening to and dissecting this interview between Jason Brinks and Big Cub Academy, and what was said in this interview will blow your mind. GalaV2 updates, Gala leaks, and so much more. I believe that Gala could very easily reach the price of $1 in the next crypto bull run, and if you don't want to miss out on any future Gala announcements, then make sure you smash the like button down below and subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on. Now, first things first, the talk surrounding Gala right now is in regards to the new contract migration, the GalaV2. I have already made numerous videos on my channel covering this, but in today's video we have a progress report from Jason Brinks himself.
But basically any balance that was over 6,000 Gala that existed from the previous token, those have all been dropped too. Those under that amount are still in the process of being dropped too. But it's at a point in time where you have to kind of balance between like how much do you need to spend to drop things. Like when we get down to the point where it's like sub 1 Gala things that people have, like should we spend $2.50 to hurry up and get somebody 4 cents, sort of situations. So the smaller tiny balances and dust and things like that are going to take quite a while, but most of the bigger balances have been taken care of already, and we're grinding through the others pretty quickly.
So, the majority of the addresses holding a more substantial sum of Gala has already been processed and upgraded, and actually since this interview, Jason Brinks has tweeted another update stating that the 158,000 addresses that own over 315 Galas has now received the V2, and for those of you who own less than 315, as you heard in the interview, you'll just have to have a little bit of patience. Furthermore, for people who have Gala on exchanges, you won't actually notice a difference at all. There won't be a message or a piece of text stating V2. So if you want to check to see if you have received the new Gala, then just follow these 3 simple steps. Firstly, you go onto etherscan.com and enter in your Ethereum address you use for your ledger or whatever wallet you would like to use. Put it in the box with the red arrow right here, and it will be a string starting with 0x. Now once you do that, you'll see a page that looks like this. This here is just showing random addresses taken from the last block of transfers. What you do next is then you click on the token transfers ERC20 tab towards the bottom right here. And then the third and final thing is that you will see a bulk mint transaction of Gala with a logo. That's the important thing. You won't see a V2, you'll see it with a logo. You'll also see the deprecated Gala without a logo. This is no longer supported by us. Nowhere will you see a V2 or anything. So that's how you know you've got your new Gala. You'll see a logo and a bulk mint transaction of Gala. Now with this new contract, many people rightly so would be worried about a potential rug pull or a Ponzi scheme, and Gala made sure by burning $660 million worth of Gala to squash that FUD immediately, as you can hear here from Jason Brinks.
People are always worried about this going to happen. They're like, oh my God, rug pull, scam, blah, that whole thing. Well, we decided that, we've built this ecosystem to be long-term sustainable. And that means that if we've done a good job, we should be able to live through what the ecosystem provides, to quote unquote, like eat our own dog food, right? And so we burnt our entire treasury for the most part.
Yeah.
Now May has been an eventful month for Gala already, with May Mayhem and this new token, but what if I was to tell you that this was far from over, as we now listen to leaked information said in this interview from Jason Brinks.
In just under 2 weeks, we have a game entering beta that nobody knows about.
Nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So thank you for that.
It's going to be very interesting, and people are going to have a lot of fun with it.
So as you heard, potentially before the end of this month, before the end of May, we could see a surprise beta drop of a new Gala game. I cannot wait to see what it is, and I can't believe this beta release went under our nose and it's happening so soon. So let me know down in the comments below, what genre of game do you think it will be, and are you as excited as I am for it? But now, following all the exciting announcements and leaked news coming from Gala Games, we have to ask ourselves, what is Gala Games' ultimate goal? With everything that they are creating, why do I believe that Gala Games will make insane games in the next crypto bull run, surpassing its all-time high? Well, let me paint you a picture. Starting 2 years ago, Gala was nothing.
2.5 years ago, we had one game, and there was a lot of people covering that one game.
And now, they are a lot more stable and have accomplished so much.
And now today, we've got dozens of games that are moving their way through the pipeline, and almost a dozen that are playable at this point.
They have many more milestones and goals they want to achieve within this year.
So there's a lot more coming for 2023. Some things that are not exciting things, but are important things. That are for example, setting up a API that allows the total supply of the token on Geary as well as Ethereum to be broadcast, so that the total circulating supply number shows up correctly on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. We've got the launch of several mobile games. We've got the launch of a couple new titles that people aren't super aware of. They were hinted at, but nobody is fully aware that they're launching when they're launching. We've got the full relaunch of Townstar, which is going quite nicely. We've got the full public launch of our L1 blockchain, including all of the naming and branding components that are coming around that. Further game integrations with that L1 blockchain. We've got a bug bounty program that's kicking off, I believe, next week. We've got a bunch of updates for the Founders Node program. We've got another governance proposal that will impact some of the earnings going forward in the future, making it potentially much better for people in some ways. We've got a lot that is going on. We've got the event reward listener is something that I don't think people know. I don't think people know that we've actually got pushed out there. So now we're at the point where we can assign rewards and track activities in game. So for example, if you come into Spider Tanks and you perform X, Y, and Z, then we can give you some sort of reward for that as a promotional thing. We have our Gala Games Friends concept that is going to be going live here hopefully this year. We've got so much going on. So it's good times.
So, the ultimate goal for Gala Games, according to Jason Brinks, as you're going to hear very shortly, is to hire game industry professionals to create the highest quality of Web3 games to become the next Steam, Valve's platform Steam.
Our long-term goal here is to create a platform that actually works for people, right? Now, having a platform requires two things. One, you have to have a platform. Okay, that's like the basic thing.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a reason for people to come to that platform. Okay. Now, what is the biggest gaming platform for like PC gaming that you can think of today?
Exactly.
Steam, obviously. Now, when Steam first came out, how did people discover Steam? Is they went there because that's the only way you could get Half-Life 2.
Oh wow, we're going way back. Yeah.
Way back, right? So Valve, which is the company that produced Half-Life 2, is the company that created Steam. Okay. They basically were like, okay, well, we want to do this new platform thing, but shit, how do we get people to use it? And then what they did is they decided to put the entire freaking game through their platform to bring people to the platform. Now, that wouldn't have now if you go to Steam today. So if I go to the store now, okay, and I like scroll down, I see a bunch of games that are like pretty heavy duty, normal, high budget, awesome games, and then I also see a whole pile of like random Vampire Survivors, a game about being a stray cat, just games about random things that, oh man, a really like poorly made first person shooter, there's all sorts of like really crappy games that are out there right now. Okay. But that isn't how it started. It started by having amazing games that got people coming to the platform. And then once you have a bunch of people coming to the platform, then you open it up and allow, people to put whatever random they want to, put on, which is where Steam is at now. So it's like you have like 30% really awesome games and then 70% weird crap that gets, put up there. And so, we are in the make sure that the platform is filled only with awesome stuff phase of the development of the project. And that requires that we bring in, the best talents in the industry to make stuff happen.
So Gala as it stands are following in the steps of Steam, doing what they did when they initially started, creating some games that are only accessible through the Gala Games platform. Now of course Gala Games and Web3 gaming itself is a very small niche. It may be growing quickly, but it's still very small right now. So Gala are delving into mobile gaming and releasing games like Grit, which is on the Epic Games platform, as a means to bring traction and adoption towards the Gala ecosystem. Steam, as you can see here, is a multi-billion-dollar platform. You can see back last year, Valve's net worth was $7.7 billion. So should Gala be able to replicate something like this? Now this is not financial advice, but I believe that if Gala could replicate this, Gala would easily be able to reach the price of $1, if not much more in the future. And truth be told, could Gala potentially surpass Steam with its Web3 innovation and massive diversity in marketing with the music, the film, the DeFi, the metaverse and the gaming? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I had a lot of fun listening to this interview, hearing what's going on within the Gala community itself, hearing what plans Jason Briggs has for the future for Gala. Gala, in my opinion, is a hidden gem that is very, very undervalued right now, only being at around 3 cents. And I believe that it could potentially make us all into millionaires. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so please do trade your own discretion and do your own research. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like, share and subscribe, but remember, it's just a coin, and I'll see you in the next video.